Okay. Try and make this kind of short or whatever. um, I've been hearing like I guess Donald Trump or whatever. A lot of people kind of confused or whatever as far as um, how search engines work, how Google, Bing, Yahoo, um, really how the internet works, really. But but especially Google and Bing and Yahoo or whatever, right? Because they are search engines, meaning that if you're looking for something, you type whatever you're looking for in those websites, and they're gonna give you a list of all the different websites that have those specific keywords attached to them. Google, Bing, Yahoo, they all search the internet all day, every day, constantly, searching the web for different specific words. They search the internet, each individual website that's on the internet for just really to see what they have, and they index every word, picture, words that attach to pictures, everything. They're I just got off work. They uh, they they index everything. So whenever you put the different words into these search engines, they go through their index and they give you a list of websites based on those words. All these websites have those words attached to them. Or if you're looking for a picture of such and such or whatever, you know what I mean? This website has it. And so how it works is like it goes by your location. So like if you're searching for a pizza in Augusta, they won't pull up a pizza place in Wyoming. Um, yes, you can pay Google to get your website or your business at the top of the search engine. It's basically you're just paying for it. You're just paying Google for an ad, and when they open that, but your website has to have those specific keywords or whatever the person is looking for um, on your website, and then they'll put your ad or your business up at the top. Like if you're searching for a specific business, um, what it's gonna have a lot of times is gonna have ads up top, and then if you as you scroll down a little bit, you'll see um, the actual or different websites that you are looking for. You know, I mean, the actual website that you're looking for. They also work by location. They also work by your habits, meaning depending on what you search for, uh, Google is going to show you more of that. Search engines, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. They all have a way of like just like how your phones now. Like if you do your eyes a certain way or whatever, the page will it'll scroll down the page for you. It goes by your eyes. It actually just like how it does facial recognition. It tells you to blink. You know what I mean, so that it'll take the picture of you. It reads your eyes. It reads the movements that are on the screen that it sees, and so what it'll do is, based on your search habits, based on how long you stay on a page, um, it'll bring you back those things. Okay, they're interested in this. Okay, so we're going to show you more of those things. That's why you see some. That's why you'll like um, be you know looking for something or whatever, and then all of a sudden when you're on Facebook, it'll show you ads from those things. Or when you go to different websites that have the ads on them, because if a website, if you go to a website and it just has just words on it, that person is not trying to make money off their website on ads. But if they have a specific code on their website, then what it does is it puts up an ad based on whoever's looking at your website's search history. Um, what that person has been searching for. I was looking for a dually, a truck or whatever. So when I went on different websites for different other things, stuff totally not related to a 3500 dually, all the ads on these different websites were showing me dualies, were showing me, Chevys and Dodge dualies or whatever. Different dealerships or whatever, and what was it, CarMax and all these other different websites where you can buy cars. So that's how, like Instagram, right? If you're looking at a specific picture or video on Instagram for a certain amount of time or whatever, you're gonna if you go through your Insta stories or whatever, or if you're scrolling through or whatever, they're gonna show you more pages like that. You know what I mean? Like that same person. That's how they give you suggestions based on what the person types in as far as their bios and stuff like that or whatever. And what the person tags in the picture, like the little hashtags and stuff. When you're building a website, manofweb.com, that's what I own. Yes, I transport cars also, but I was building websites or whatever. Still do. I still am the webmaster for the University of the Virgin Islands, for their website, for their AgriFest website. But anyway, so anybody can build a website, like, and depending on what that person knows, is going to determine what the website says. You know what I mean? Like, so when people look at certain websites and they're like, "Oh, I saw it online or whatever. I saw it on the internet." You got to realize is that it's dumbest person in the world or whatever. If you can type some words, that's why you see typos on websites or whatever, because people are doing this. So this knowledge is not, even when you're reading a book, the knowledge just came from the author. The knowledge comes from the author of the website. All right. So, like, even when it comes down to, like, I could say Google, and people wonder how, like, I was talking to my friend or whatever, and then I went on Google and all of a sudden I just started seeing these ads, or I went on Facebook and started seeing these ads. True, you allow your phone, you allow these companies access to your phone, to your microphone, and to your camera, so they can hear and listen, and just like talk texting or whatever. You know what I mean? When you talk text, you are actually putting your sounds into that search engine's algorithm, and it comes back with the words that you said. Once that happens, your phone has basically given the information to Google or Bing or Yahoo or whoever, of what you were talking about, what you were looking for, what was the topic of the conversation. And so when you go on these websites or whatever, all of a sudden you start seeing ads for blah blah blah. Oh man, I was looking for a wallet. Yeah, I was just talking to such and such about a wallet. Yeah, okay, that's why. These things happen. This is not a TED talk or whatever, but when it comes to Facebook or whatever, like if you tap on the little top thing at the top where it says search, and you type in, if you just type the search, you're gonna see a list of everything that you've searched for. You can clear that history, so that way Facebook won't just start showing you ads from from these people. But this is how they make their money. Facebook is free, so how else does Facebook make money? They sell ads. Twitter, Instagram, Google, whoever. That's how they make their money off the internet. That's why like every video that you watch, halfway somewhere in the middle of it, it's got an ad in there or whatever. Whether or not the person put that in the video, because you can add an ad to a video, or whether or not YouTube did it, or whether or not Facebook did it, or whoever did it or whatever. If that's how they make their money. That's why they gear certain things towards your interest. Because if you watch an ad for a certain amount of seconds, or if you click on an ad or whatever, it's called Google AdSense, right? And what happens is whenever you click on one of those ads, Google gets paid from the person who authored the ad, from the person whose ad it is. They get a cents. It's called Google AdSense. That person has to pay 2 cents, 3 cents, some 5 cents, you know what I mean, like that or whatever, to Google because you clicked on their ad. So if a person, like a person has a website and they have these ads on their website, that person who owns the website also gets 2 and 3 cents or whatever, right? And so if you have a lot of traffic to your website, they'll get more revenue from it, because you might just happen to click on an ad. You might see something that you're interested in. So what they do is they give you what's called clickbait. And so in the headlines, when when a person is making out a post or an article on a website, the headline or the tagline or whatever is the clickbait. It's what gets you to click on their post, their article or whatever. Trump video of him being shit on, literally, and somebody's gonna click on that, not realizing that what the person was actually talking about was some Trump supporter or some person against Trump or whatever is actually shitting on them. You know what I mean? Just talking shit about them, like that or whatever. So, but that's how these people make their money. So and that's how they gear their money making towards you, to you. You know what I mean? Based on things that you have already clicked on, based on things that you're interested in. Just all you gotta do, just think about it. You know what I mean? If you're trying to sell something to somebody, if you're trying to sell some ice cream to somebody, you're gonna look to people who like ice cream. You know what I mean? Whether or not it's kids or grown people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to sell shoes to somebody, you know what I mean? You're gonna sell shoes to people who have liked Nike's page, or have liked Adidas's page, or whoever's page. That's how this stuff works. I know this stuff's long. This has been long. You know what I mean? But most of y'all ain't gonna watch the rest of this, no way. You know what I mean? And if you do, cool. If you don't, hey, just hope you learned something. Because I know you wouldn't have read it, because I couldn't type all this or whatever, and you wouldn't have read it no way. So glad you might have watched the video. Peace.